All right, so how oils are made. It takes a great deal of plant matter, like to make a bottle of essential oils. It takes 60,000 rose blossoms to provide 1 ounce of rose oil. Lavender is abundant with 220 pounds providing 7 pounds of oil. Jasmine flowers, like get this, they must be picked by hand before the sun becomes hot on the first day that they open. The first day that they open, right? And this making it, it's really the most expensive oil. It takes 8 million hand picked blossoms to produce 2.2 pounds of oil. Sandalwood, a sandalwood tree has to be 30 years old and 30 feet high before you can even cut it down for distillation. So it just takes a long time. So some of these oils are much more expensive because of the amount of time and the amount of plant or tree that it takes. Okay, so super like dedication there. Now, a little does go a long way. Most oils are $10 to $30 a bottle. There are some that are more expensive. A 5 milliliter bottle contains about 85-90 drops, and the 15 milliliter is about 250 drops. So each application is really just like 1 to 3 drops. That's it. So it lasts a long time. Thieves Cleaner is made of plants and only costs about $1.50 a bottle to make. You can't even get that like at the grocery store. You can't even go to the organic section and get a bottle of cleaner there. And honestly, like I said with that Think Dirty app, a lot of the cleaners that you find in the natural section aren't actually natural. They still have sulfates in them, or they still have some sort of silly ingredient that doesn't need to be there. So Young Living's Thieves Cleaner does not have that at all. The organic versions of a lot of those things can run you $4 to $6 a bottle. Like, it's crazy. So, are essential oils safe? Here we go. There are certain oils that can be photosensitive. So we think about citrus oils. Lemon oil, for instance, you don't want to rub it on your skin and go outside and sit in the sun for an hour. It increases the amount of sun that is getting in. So it is photosensitive, okay? So don't do that. There are oils that are considered more hot, like warm oils, like oregano or clove, cinnamon. Those oils you're going to want to dilute if you're putting on topically. Peppermint can sometimes be one of these. I like to use peppermint neat, but you really have to kind of play with it and learn. Start with diluting it and then see how it goes. Like, diluting is super easy. You just put a little bit of coconut oil, V6 oil, like I said, and the oil, and make it go farther, and cool it off a little bit if it's a hotter oil. When using it on the skin, you just always want to watch for redness, and honestly, I've barely ever seen anybody get any sort of redness, but they do have a detox effect, so you want to make sure you're drinking water, especially going to be using a lot of oils for the first time. The first time you use them, you might experience that more of a detox than after you've been using them for a long period of time, because your body has already detoxed and it is using the oil for what it needs it for. So that is that. And like we talked about with the essential oils used internally, Young Living has an entire Vitality line. All the bottles that have white on them are an oil that you can use internally. So it's super easy. The catalog, let me see, where do I have it? I know I have one around here. Oh, it's underneath over here. The catalog in here, it will have a whole section with oils, and they look like this. They have white labels, and those are ones that you can use internally, okay? Now, if there's a peppermint bottle in a white bottle and a peppermint bottle in a green bottle, inside the bottle, the contents are exactly the same. They just need to be labeled a little bit differently for the FDA. Like, the FDA is like, it's foreign concept for something to be able to be used internally and topically. So we have to label it for both separately. I know that's a little bit confusing. So essential oils are safe. All the Vitality oils are safe to use internally in all the ways that I mentioned previously. Capsules, tea, those kinds of things. On the flip side, if you look at the ingredient list on something that you have in your kitchen, or something that you have in your bathroom, or a makeup thing, every day the average person is applying over 300 chemicals to their bodies, like directly. Like, we are pouring them on ourselves, and the side effects of those things are insane. Like, they are so toxic. I'll talk about that a little bit later. So toxic to the body. Like soaps, makeup, shampoos, hair care products. 80 of the products that chemicals we put on, are usually put on like in the morning before we leave for the day, before work, before school, whatever we have going on. When you use Young Living's essential oils, like I said, you're using one oil. You're just using that thing, and it is so freeing to know that you are lightening your body's chemical exposure. A lot of this is overwhelming, but let me just tell you how I got started with a premium starter kit. The premium starter kit is $160. It is an amazing deal. It is the only thing on the entire website that's half off. Half off. Like, if you add up all the oils individually, it would be over $300 with the diffuser and all of that. So I'm going to share with you in the next video all the different oils that come in this kit and how they can benefit and bless your life.